All right, let's talk about something we've all struggled with, our documents. We're going to dive into how to take that cluttered, chaotic draft and turn it into something that looks polished, professional, and super clear. Seriously, we're going from total chaos to total clarity, and I'm going to show you exactly how to get there.
So let's be real for a minute. You ever open up a document, could be a report, a proposal, anything, and you're just hit with this solid block of words, and your brain kind of goes, nope, not today. The thought of actually reading it is just, exhausting.
Yeah, something that looks a little like this, right? This is what we call the classic wall of text. It's dense, it's a nightmare to look at, and honestly, it completely fails at its #1 job to actually communicate something. All your important points get buried, and whoever's reading it is way more likely to just give up. But you know what? It really doesn't have to be this way.
So, how do we start fighting back against all that text-based chaos? Well, we start by creating a little order. And our first tool for this big transformation is actually one of the most powerful things for organizing information, the good old table. Okay, take a look at this. We've got a list of products, prices, stock numbers. All the info is technically there, but it's just a jumbled mess. If you try to compare two items or find one specific price, it's a ton of work for your eyes. It's just not efficient.
And now, look at this. It's the exact same information, but everything is neatly organized in a simple, clean table. The difference is night and day. All of a sudden, it's easy to scan, you can compare things in a split second, and it just looks so much more professional. It's amazing how a simple format change can bring so much clarity.
And getting this look is actually super easy. It just comes down to 3 little details. First, you want to use bold headers. They act like little signposts, telling your reader exactly what they're looking at in each column. Second, you gotta align your content logically. A good rule of thumb is to align text to the left and numbers to the right. It makes everything so much easier to scan. And finally, add some breathing room, a little extra space around the text. These tiny tweaks, they make a huge difference.
Okay, so we've got our data organized. The document is clear, but is it interesting? Is anyone going to want to read it? That brings us to our second big tool, adding some real visual impact with graphics.
I mean, how true is this? Graphics aren't just there to look pretty. They're powerful communication tools. They can break up huge chunks of text, explain a really complex idea visually, or just add some context that words can't quite capture. They literally could turn reading from a total chore into an actual experience.
But you can't just start throwing pictures in everywhere. There are a few ground rules. First, always use high-quality images. A blurry picture is way worse than no picture at all. Next, make sure every graphic is directly relevant to what you're talking about. It should help your point, not distract from it. And of course, learn how to wrap your text nicely around the image so it all looks planned. And here's the big one. Don't overdo it. 1 or 2 really strong visuals are so much better than a cluttered page.
All right, we've got clear tables for structure. We've got great graphics for appeal. But there is one secret ingredient, one secret weapon that ties the whole thing together and makes your document feel truly pro. And that, my friends, is consistency. This slide just says it all, doesn't it? On the left, it's total chaos. We've got mixed fonts, random colors, spacing all over the place. It just feels amateur, and honestly, it's kind of hard to read. But look at the right. Everything is unified. You have one font family, a clear color scheme, and consistent margins. It feels calm, it feels professional, and it tells your reader you know what you're doing. This is how you build trust.
So let's put it all together. We've walked through the 3 pillars of awesome document design. We've got structure, we've got visual appeal, and we have consistency. Now let's see what happens when we put all these ideas into practice.
Just a quick reminder of where we started, with this thing. This intimidating, uninviting, and totally ineffective wall of text. A document that was basically working against itself. And by applying our simple checklist, look where we end up. We have a document that's structured with clear tables, it's engaging because of those impactful graphics, and the whole thing is tied together with total consistency for that truly professional feel. Now, this is a document that communicates with confidence and actually respects the reader's time.
Look, this isn't just some abstract theory. This is a real-deal toolkit you can start using right now on your reports, your presentations, even your resume. You now have everything you need to turn that chaos into clarity. So really, the only question left is, which document are you going to transform first?